Hi, this is Bill, and you're on Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill. On today's video, we're going to take you to our first day in Fairbanks, Alaska, where we drove out to the Chena Hot Springs. We will also discuss some of the things that you may need to know if you're visiting Fairbanks before a cruise, and tell you whether we think the trip out to Chena Hot Springs was worth it. So stick around, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. We arrived in Fairbanks a few days early before our cruise tour started and rented a car, so we had a couple of days to explore Fairbanks while we were there. This is the baggage claim area of the Fairbanks Airport. This is where you'll meet your transfers if you are on a cruise tour. Now, we rented a car, and this is part of a Princess Cruise tour. We have the previous video, yesterday videos. We'll go over all of that. Just to let you know that the car rental process was very smooth, but you'll want to rent it in advance as they have very limited options and availability when you are actually at Fairbanks. Now, here is a Chena Hot Springs. We did not film our trip out there, but I'll describe it throughout the video. The Chena Hot Springs is on the end of a road. It's about an hour and a half from Fairbanks itself. Not a bad road at all. Very well paved. No issues whatsoever. Beautiful scenery, nice mountains. It got a little bit narrower as you got further out. But again, this was a very, very easy ride to do. No issues whatsoever as far as any type of gravel or bad road conditions or anything like that. It was much nicer roads than the roads in Florida. Now, the Chena Hot Springs Resort's been attracting people for about 100 years. Mineral-rich waters were first discovered in 1905. The lodge, you can see, is really well maintained. It's got some that Alaskan rustic charm and a lot of modern amenities as well. It is a resort where people could stay, and we didn't stay. We just did the one day trip. It's also considered a great spot to view the Northern Lights if you're there at the proper time of year. We visited in June, which the Northern Lights are not visible in Alaska during that time because it's light pretty much 24/7. The resort is very rustic and charming. There are plenty to do there as well as the hot springs. There is the Aurora Ice Museum. They have dog kennels. There is a pool and just really nice grounds. There's also an area where you can get a massage. Now, this is the entrance to the hot springs itself. There's an area there where you need to take your shoes off. It is adult only. They don't allow alcohol, smoking, or glass bottles in the pool. The temperature is about 105 degrees normally. We visited during Alaska's first heat advisory. It felt quite a bit warmer than that. But this is the area where you'll go. You'll pay for the hot springs admission. I'm not going to go into pricing. You can find that on their website because it will change. But if you didn't forget things like a swimsuit or slippers, things like that, you can purchase those here. Also, there is towel service. Now, after you have purchase your admission, you're going to go into a change room. There are lockers available with a key that you can bring with you to lock up your valuables. And the first room you're going to come into is on the right there. You see is a hot tub, and straight ahead is a regular pool that is normal temperature for inside. Again, it was very, very, very hot when we were there. It was in the upper 80s. We quite frankly weren't expecting the weather to be quite that warm. But as you see now, we are stepping outside, which normally would be icy in the wintertime, but it was not. Pavement was fine, didn't need slippers to get into the pool itself, or to the springs, shall we say. Now, one thing that I will note is it does get a little bit slippery down here, especially as you start to get into the hot springs itself. So you're definitely going to want to hold on real tight. If you're wearing slippers, you're probably going to want to leave these right over here. And again, like I said, there's no children allowed in the springs. It gets very warm. Now, that stone in front of you, that's what I was talking about, that it gets very, very slippery as you're entering or exiting the pool. So you're going to really want to hold on to that metal railing on the left. And then also as you get towards the bottom there is a bit of stone that sticks out, so you're going to want to make sure that you don't hit your feet on that. This particular area, I guess this is where the spring is fed. I'm not 100% sure, but as you're getting in the pool, it is much, much hotter than the rest of the springs is. It's an absolutely amazing view. We will talk to you a little bit about the experience itself. If you're enjoying this video, though, so far, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. We did an 11-day cruise tour starting in Fairbanks, going to Denali, taking the train right down to the Sapphire Princess. So there will be a full series of videos on that. So if you are planning a Princess Cruise tour or interested, you'll want to hit subscribe so you see the rest of the videos. Where are we today?
Chena Hot Springs in Alaska.
Yes. In the cold tundra, about an hour and a half from Fairbanks, Alaska, on what could only be one of our adventures, the first heat advisory in record in the state of Alaska ever. We took the ride out to here. It was about an hour and a half. What'd you think of the ride?
It was pretty.
Yeah, very beautiful. Nobody on the road. The road is well maintained, though. No issues there. Not much of a shoulder. We rented a car yesterday. We'll talk all about that on the arrival video and things like that. You'll see that. But took the ride out today, and it's been nice. I mean, it's going to be upper 80s today.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Everybody's losing their mind about the heat. Again, there's not much on the road, but this the place seems nice. It's an actual resort. We're just here for the hot springs. It's a big mineral pool. Just not that deep. It's about 3 feet deep, so you just kind of walk around. It's about 100 and I think this is about 105 degrees normally, so it's warm.
No kids
like
in
a
this
big
area.
hot tub. Yeah, this is an adult-only area, quiet area. We'll show you throughout the rest of the video the rules and how it works and everything like that, the costs involved. But we're enjoying it, so we're going to go and we're going to enjoy a little bit of the hot springs. Now, like I said, we enjoyed the hot springs, even though it was very hot. There was sprinklers located in the middle there, almost like fire hoses sticking out of those hoses. That was very refreshing. That was much cooler water. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in the hot springs. It was just a little bit too warm for both of us. Now, again, if this wasn't the hottest time of the year, this would have been an absolutely amazing experience. We would definitely go back if in the beginning of the cruise season or towards the end of the cruise season, if the temperature was colder. Definitely a place we would go back to, and we would definitely recommend to everybody else. After a little while, we got out and we went into the other pool. You'll see that in a couple of minutes. Just as another reminder, it was very slippery getting in and out. The springs themselves was fine, but when we were in and out, you're definitely going to hold on to that railing there. Now, let's talk about the car rental situation a little bit. We highly recommend renting them in advance. There's very limited cars available at the Fairbanks Airport or in the area if you haven't reserved it in advance. We rented it for a few days. We got there early, and let me tell you something, I'm so glad we did. One, we were able to get right in the car and drive to the resort. The resort was the hotel, so to speak, was 5 minutes away. It was really easy. We were able to actually stop at a grocery store and pick up some beer, some water, some refreshments, some snacks, things like that. Got back at the hotel for those 5 days. That was really, really nice. It saved us a lot of money that way. And it also allowed us to come out to the hot springs. We were able to see the Alaska pipeline. We'll show you that in a few minutes. And then also, tomorrow's video is going to be about us going around more places into Fairbanks. So you'll definitely want to check that out. And going up to the North Pole and a beer hall, and then also to another really, really nice place, Pioneer Park. That's in tomorrow's video. The grounds here are gorgeous. Also on the Chena Hot Spring grounds is the Aurora Ice Museum. You need tickets for that, and they only do that several times during the day. We didn't book it in advance, and we decided not to go to see it. It looked so-so on the reviews we've seen, not terrible. But we go to a ice museum in a couple of days, which you'll see. Now, here on the way back, almost when we got back into Fairbanks itself, another great drive, there was a little pull-off right there that we were able to go right up to the Alaska pipeline. It was really neat. $1 million worth of oil goes to this pipeline every hour, believe it or not. It was a long day of travel the day before, so we pretty much did the hot springs, went to the pipeline, did a little bit of shopping, then went back to the resort and spent the rest of the day at the Fairbanks Riverside Lodge. So we're going to try to keep these videos on the shorter side, go day by day our activities, so that way we know your time is valuable. We try not to waste it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos, hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. It helps us out, helps the channel out, and this way you just get notified when there's new content. It's absolutely free. So on behalf of Angela, thank you so much for watching. We hope you are enjoying these videos, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Bye-bye, everybody.